Hi, good evening. Thank you so much, friends. This is another video. So here I have. I'm so pleased to introduce to you, for those who do not know, my sister, my elder sister. In fact, she's the one that I'm following her. So she's here. Let her introduce herself. Alafu, then we talk from there.
Hello, those who don't know me, but I know most of you know me. I'm Sarah, and I'm the second born of the Bichangas.
You have a nice dress.
Thank you so much.
Wow, you look so amazing.
Yeah, I'm just from the church. Today was Sunday,
Oh, wow.
and today was a leader in church. We had women service, and I'm always the leader of the women, so I have to look nice always.
Thank you so much. And I want to appreciate you for for the things you've done to me and to our family. And uh, there's this part, that she did to me, and I just want to give her this opportunity so that she can briefly explain to us how the service, how, because she also took she was also a caregiver. Let us just hear what really happened when she was at the hospital, and share to us exactly what happened.
Okay, thank you so much. As you know that Paul is the one who comes behind me, so I had to leave breastfeeding for him to take over. So
But I don't think if it was that there was that gap of 2 years
yeah,
or 3 years.
2 years you're still breastfeeding, you know. Even three, maybe
uh,
some kids go up to 3 years, so they
uh-huh.
had to cut me
But
short.
for my sons, I don't think if any has ever passed even 1 year. Maybe that was a long time. But
Yeah.
nowadays, kids do not even pass. I don't know. But for my kids, Gavin
It's long.
Gavin took almost 6 months,
Yeah.
and my last born took exactly 1 year. Yes, and that's how he left breastfeeding.
But for me, my boys went up to 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they went
Okay.
up to 2 years breastfeeding.
Okay.
So you find even there are other kids, they go up to 3 years. You find a child goes to school, come back and tell mommy, sit down, you want to breastfeed.
I remember your sister-in-law.
Yeah,
A kid. She was almost
three
2 years,
turning to
3 years,
four, turning to
but
four.
she was still feeding.
Imagine.
I
She
don't
could
know
tell the mom,
that
sit down, I want to breastfeed.
that love that the love that her mother gave showed to her. It was on another level.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we just thank God. As well, the Bichangas were so pleased to have Paul by our side, to have our family intact. This year has not been a good year for the Bichangas, but I know that God is always by our side. So the incident that happened to Paul, for me, it was a turnaround lesson to me. And that day, it's when Naomi called me, my sister, and she was crying. And the same tone she used to call me, the same tone she called me when mom had an attack. So when she called me and she was like, and I was like, what again, you know? What has happened again? I knew that there was something was wrong. It's when she told me that, Paul has been attacked. Like, Paul, in a family, there's that person that you love most. And that is, for me, it's always Paul, because he is always there. Like, I don't say that my siblings are not there, but there's that one person that you click with. And to me, like, that person had already taken part of me. And when I was that time I was resting, by that time I had to just wake up. Even I didn't take even the tea that I was planning to take. I wore my whatever I had on my body. I didn't change. I just took a bus from where I stay up to Kisumu. It's around 30 to 40 minutes. I took a bus. Inside the car, I was just crying. And there was this lady that was telling me what has happened. And I didn't want to talk because if I could talk, I think I could have broken up so much. So I was like, please just leave me for a minute. I can't talk right now. So when I reached at the hospital is when I found Paul. And I was like, Paul, and Paul could not respond to me because by that time I had already found that Dad and Moses and Naomi are already in the hospital. So I called him Paul, and he was just looking at me like this. And I was, yani I just started crying when I saw my brother on that situation. And now when I just like I don't know, and then that doctor came. There's a doctor that came and he was saying like, we want to stitch him. And we were like, I was like, you know, I've already worked in a hospital, and when a person comes with an injury, you have to go for the CT scan. They see if there's blood on the brain.
Was it the first hospital?
Was the yeah?
Because I could not tell. Because
hospital.
remember, I could not tell where where I
you
went.
were, because you are
Yes.
cautious, like you are half dead, you know. And they was like, we want to stitch him. And I was like, on to me, like, I've worked in hospital, but I've not seen that someone's come and is being stitched right away. You have to take to a CT scan and find out what's going on the head. It's when now you can stitch. And yani, for me, I can just say that this one was God and it was an angel. You know, by that time, Paul was not talking. You could call Paul. Paul was not hearing you. But when he heard that the head was going to be stitched, he just screamed from nowhere. Like, I was like, how? He just shouted and refused. Even Dad tried catching him all over his hand and he refused totally. Like when he saw the needle and whatever, he screamed. And the doctor just said, no, I can't do this, just take him to the CT scan. And after we are just out from that ward, you could call Paul. Still, he was not looking at you. Even if you stretch your hand, like he was not seeing that hand totally. So I used to ask myself, why was this Paul screaming so that his head not to be stitched, but now when you call him, he can't talk. And it's when I remember that it's when later on we were told that if Paul could have been stitched on that head without scanning, then Paul could not be alive now. And for me, I just say this one was God. This one was an angel that carried Paul all through the night, bleeding through the night until now, like in the morning. And for me, like I could not hold my tears. You were there, Naomi is crying, I'm there, I'm crying. And we said, what's this? You know, you can't hold your tears, you can't. So we took Paul to Max Secure for a CT scan. That's when the doctor said, just take him to a CT scan there. Then if he has refused to be stitched, we took him to the CT scan. And there at the CT scan, I was there, and we were, the people that were there, even the colleagues, we were really crying. Like, I don't know what we were crying for, but it was so painful for us, just seeing our brother like that, like you're talking to him and he's not recognizing you, like, and we were feeling that pain that my brother was really feeling. After the CT scan, so Paul was still like that. We took him to Aga Khan, and we were told that at the Aga Khan, again they did another CT scan. So I think the time that Paul stayed throughout the night until now, another CT scan to be done, it was around 12. And I think Paul was almost giving up. But God again saved Paul again. And that is when again Paul was woken up. You know, Paul, you had your God. All through that while, all through that moment. In that Aga Khan hospital, I don't know, I think we could have lost you. But God knew that this is my servant and I have something that I want him to do. So that was not your time, you know. That was not, God had not planned for you to go yet. So you still have you should sit down and ask God, God, did you bring me back? Because you have something for me to do for you. So there is something that you are supposed to do for God. That's why God gave you that life again, gave you another chance, and told you, you are my servant and I can't leave you. So that was it, and we went, and Paul was placed in ICU. At that time he was unconscious, he could not remember somebody, but after some time he started regaining slowly, and we really thank God for what he really did. Until now, when the first time we laughed is when Paul came. It was on the third day, I can remember. Paul came, so all that time he could speak only with signs and sometimes maybe write, but whatever he writes also you can't understand the sentence.
You see, I remember trying to, you see, the conscious came back, yes, but then writing, I could write something, but a broken, if it was English, it was broken words, but the most difficult language was Swahili.
Yeah.
So the Swahili was, I could write something very
that
funny.
someone cannot understand.
Exactly. It was. I was even preferring. Preferring English than Swahili.
Yeah. So when he was regaining, I think Mercy, your wife has the notebook where you used
Yes,
to write.
I always go through the notebook.
It was so funny, you know, when Paul could say, can I bring you this, yes or no? Or someone could just come. And then when he sees so many, at that time when he sees so many crowds, you are like, you could open all your eyes. And as if you were scared of something, as if you wanted to fight someone, you know. So like we could say, no, let us come here. Few people, because in that crowd it was as if you really wanted to fight someone, you know. I think that trauma. So there's this time that I told you that we really loved. Then Paul gave us a story, and he was like, you know, I have that video. I think I'll send you the video.
You really? You need to show me.
So Paul was like, you were sick, but we had to laugh. So like, so now Paul was explaining to us what happened, the way he was in the ICU. So he could explain to us, you know, when I was there, so he could do the sign, walinifanya, like they did for me, like this, and my legs like this, like they tied his hands,
Arms and legs.
and legs. So like the nurse was just seated there, and he was just looking at him.
Imagine the whole night. The whole night. I remember they were like watching me the whole night, and there was a bottle of water. I was thirsty. There was a bottle
But
of
you know,
water.
we could not give you water. You know why?
Why?
Because
I don't know.
if you go to theater, you're not supposed to take water. And also when you are from the theater, you're not supposed to take water, because the moment we give you water is the moment you will go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
So like you are not supposed to be given water when you're going to theater.
It should be an empty stomach.
Yeah. That water should not be given to you. Even after the theater, you're not supposed to give them that water. You know? Yeah. So that water could cause you harm. That's why they were refusing to give you water. Not that they refused, no. There was a reason why they avoided to give you water. So Paul was like, they tied my hands and my legs, and now the mosquitoes were crying, shoo, shoo. And Paul was like, and I used to do with my mouth.
Yeah.
And we busted like we were really feeling for you, but you made us laugh. And people were like, where? And the people that were used to cry, now they were laughing, because now we were seeing that your Paul is regaining. And I just thank God the way you regain. Like every day there was a improvement. Every day, if we come every day, there was an improvement. Like the Bichangas family stopped everything. I was supposed to go for a Heaven's Gate in Nakuru, and I didn't go. And the lady that we were supposed to call me and told me, you know, Sarah, we are going to Heaven's Gate tomorrow. And I asked her, do you know my brother is in the hospital? And he was telling me, like, what about the family? And I asked her, am I not the family member? Paul is my blood. I can't live. I know that God, even where I am right now, I know I'm praying for Paul. And I know when you go there, pray for me. And another time will come for me to go there. But for now, I have to sit with my brother till the end. So like the Bichanga's family stopped everything. Maina had to stop to work. Everyone, just everything stood still. Dad was always in the hospital till from morning till evening. He will go and come back and will ask, are you not going to work? He was there throughout. He could not leave Paul's side. And you know, mom when came, and now when Paul regained very well and was asking, he had not regained, but he was asking mom, like a baby when you want to see the mother. So Paul could say, mom, one word. And then he just told mom, you have to go and see your son because he needs you. That's when mom prepared me. She went there. And mom was very emotional. When she went there, she could not even sit. And that time, Naomi had trained her, if you go there, don't cry, don't cry. So when mom go there and look at Paul like this, he could not hold. He just walk, I'm going outside. So
Who was that?
Mom.
Yeah.
So he could not cry in front of Paul.
That
But
was which date?
it was on Thursday.
On a Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, so she could not even hold her tears because she has not seen Paul. Now she could not hold her tears, but it was really, I think it was an experience. And also there's this person I want to thank so much, that is Paul's wife, Mercy. Mercy, I don't know. For me, I said that I must get her a gift because if it could not be Mercy, I don't know. I don't know. We could be having another story because if she could not have persisted calling Paul, and she was telling me, you know, even I wanted to call mom at night, but I was afraid to call mom. And I told her, please, when you just feel an instinct, just call even if it's the middle of the night until morning. So if I was like, if Mercy could have assumed that maybe Paul went somewhere, I'll call her in the evening, what could have happened to Paul? So Mercy is a very special person into our family. And I think that is when I learned that something called communication is very good in couples. We really need to communicate. Even if you are hungry with someone, let us try how we can reconcile. Because you can say, hey, I don't want to talk to him, but you don't know, maybe he's in danger, maybe something, you know. And you here, you're saying, I'll just call that person later on. And I was hearing your colleague talking, and they were like, oh my God, this Mercy really, she's a good woman. And the way ours, they can't find out where we are. So for me, this was also, God was trying to give us a lesson. Are you always communicating with your spouses? Are you always doing this with your spouses? Because it's very important. Even if you're not talking to someone, just call. Let him not pick, but just hear that call has been made. So we just thank you, Paul, so much. We welcome you again in our family. We welcome you again. Thank you. And God has been merciful, and it's something you must testify. This is your testimony. You've had so many people have been hit outside and they don't survive it, but yours was like a miracle. Them that have been hit outside and they don't survive, but you were hit, you stood up, you went to your house, you locked your house, you entered and slept like a baby.
That was a miracle.
But the angels were there watching you throughout the night. That's why God said that I've assigned angels to each and every one. So Paul, ask that your angel to come to me. So God has assigned angels to each and every one. So the angel that kept you is the angel that I've been with you up to now. And God has a reason for you to live again. God had a reason for you to give you a new life and a new testimony in your life. So I know that God has something new in your life.
Amen.
Amen.
I believe everybody have an angel who is protecting each and every us, and that's why they came through, and I succeeded what the devil wanted to take away, and here I am. I'm so happy. So that's my sister. My sister is she is a pastor. She is a pastor. I know. From the way she's talking
Manifesting.
and manifesting everything, she is a
I
pastor.
proclaim life
Eh,
in your life.
Thank you.
You will never lack.
Thank
You
you.
will grow. You will prosper.
Thank you. I know she used to come. I never saw her. I only saw her from Wednesday probably. I used to see her praying. She used to come praying. Everybody whom came to see me, they used to pray. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sis. And may God bless you.
Amen.
May God bless your life
Amen.
and your family.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
I think she wanted to. She has been. She wanted to talk about this thing because she experienced it,
Yeah.
and it was very. She never expected it, and she wanted just to tell my people, my friends, how what really happened, because she used to be there daily, and that's what she did. Maybe probably I might have not talked about this much, but she had everything, and that's why she wanted to talk on this YouTube. And thank you so much, sis, for what you did.
Thank you.
Okay.